Hello my intuitors, it's Aria here. Welcome to the Intuit Cafe. And I'm just shuffling cards right now, just about to lay them out for a reading that I'm going to do this week that I thought the focus would be really neat to do on what I'm calling the heart of the soulmate. And depending on how this works out, I might just start making it a regular thing. But one of the things I've really discovered as a card reader is that when I have something a little bit more focused to do a reading on, I get a lot better messages and information that comes through. First of all, I just want to apologize. I didn't do any readings during the week. I had a number of private readings that I was doing, but I was also kind of feeling a little stuck on daily readings and feeling like I didn't really like what was coming through that much. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't all that exciting or interesting. Maybe it has been for those of you who've watched it, and I appreciate that. I found that I get a little frustrated and a little bored when I'm just doing general readings and I'm not reading for specific clients. When I do private readings, I get so much more specific information that comes through because I am tuning into one person's energy. But then the message that is created in that process ends up being so good and so much better, I think, than when I'm doing general readings, that I had kind of an epiphany today. And I was like, you know, I really wish that I could have like a private reading for someone, but then post it for public viewing, and then allowing the viewers to, you know, you'll be able to see the questions that were asked, and of course, just you'll be able to resonate if this message is going to be similar or something along the lines of where you're headed as well. So it's kind of like your own intuition ends up tuning into the message and deciding even ahead of time, should I listen to it or not? Is it going to be, you know, filled with messages that are for me or not? I would like to have a number of people with wide variety of questions messaging me, asking for readings that, you know, will be published publicly with no names or anything attached. But because you're kind of doing me a favor for my channel by allowing me to publish it publicly, I'm going to kind of return the favor in the sense that instead of asking for a specific price for the reading, I'm going to do readings on a donation basis. So allowing you as a viewer to offer, you know, whatever it is you feel like you can afford, an energy exchange that's reasonable, go ahead and make a donation to my channel and just say, I'm interested in participating in the reading by donation. I don't know how long I'll run that special. We'll just kind of see how it goes. But I'm really hoping that I get enough people volunteering that I can, you know, maybe be posting a new reading every day. And I'll be a lot more inspired to do daily readings when I have variety. Because I find that when I'm just sitting down to do daily readings, I'm getting bored with them. So I don't know if you guys will get bored watching them. Maybe I have a lot of people who love watching them regardless, but I think that all of us will get more out of it when I'm tuning into one specific person's energy and their situation, and then allowing the rest of you to tune into that specific reading once it's already created. It's kind of like a pick a card reading, only it's a pick a reading, and you'll get to, you know, decide ahead of time, is this going to be a message? Are these questions, are they similar to my questions that I have? And then asking your higher guidance even to just tell you, yes, this has a message for you, or no, it doesn't. So without any further ado, let's get right on into your reading by your sign of the zodiac. And thanks so much for watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel, and we will talk to you soon. All right, Libra, this is your reading for this week, the heart of the soulmate. Interestingly, right up in the very center in this deck of cards, the swans, which is a pair of people, two things, but because swans mate for life and they make this beautiful heart shape with their faces when they're toward each other, I always feel so much love there, very much a soulmate kind of card there in the center. So we do have the first cards that come up are clouds, indecision, passing, doubts, and difficulties. The good thing about that is that whatever indecision is going on, whatever doubts or difficulties or confusion that is around the subject right now is going to pass. It's not permanently there. You know, clouds always dissipate over time, but there is still some confusion in regards to migration, movement, or location. So whatever's going on with you, this is the reading is the heart of the soulmate, so it's really what's going on with them. but there could be some parts of this that you'll see are your side of the situation. So I'm just going to read it more as them, but understand you can take it either way. So somebody is considering some kind of movement, relocation, migration. This is not the movement that's just like only about change or moving forward in a relationship, as much as it is actual literal movement from one place to another. In some cases, perhaps if that's not what's happening, then I would take this as, move forward progress and forward movement. So then, there's questions or indecision or doubt or difficulties and not able to see it clearly. If there's some kind of, you're not seeing movement happening, that's why. It's because there's things that are shrouding it, that are blocking you from really seeing everything that's happening. But the fact is, there really is. So without the clouds here, there is migration, movement, and relocation. So that's really just the clouds, they're passing. Whatever it is that's blocking this right now, blocking forward movement in your relationship, which I feel for most of you is actually some kind of physical relocation, some kind of actual movement, that is something that will pass. It's not going to stick around forever. It's on its way out. In fact, one of the things with the clouds card in the Lenormand is they typically always show one side of the clouds is grayer and darker, and the other side there's the sun coming through. It's indicating that the sun is on its way out. Now, we do have a really encouraging combination here. The cross, because she does separate this out with the two meanings of the cross, are like kind of the positive or negative side. And this is the more negative side, which is about burdens, sacrifice, martyrdom, oppression, things that are heavy and hard to bear, and difficulties, problems, and the heaviness of that. And then she separates out the window is the brighter side of the cross. So we're looking at the negative aspects of that card. And when we have two negatives together with the mice with it, especially with the mice, when the mice are here, they're eating away something negative. It's actually really saying that you're going to see a reduction in this, which is a good thing, even though the mice in and of themselves always talk about something being taken away, stealing, loss, theft, decay. But when we're seeing burdens and difficulties actually being taken away, that's a good thing. So there's just, I feel like really the point of this message is that if you just kind of hang on here in the middle, the two of you, that everything that seems to be in your way, everything that seems to be holding you back, everything that's heavy and that's oppressive or difficult will be passing away, because we have the clouds which pass away, and we have the mice that are eating away the burdens. And then what we end up with is some kind of movement and progress toward some actual physical relocation of coming together more easily, or maybe being able to see each other more often if you're in separate places, or maybe one of you moves or you both move to be closer, or even just more progress in the relationship. So I do want to pull some extra cards here. Let's go ahead with this one here. Stars, success, new path, and hope. So whatever was going on here, there's the new path that goes along with the migration and the movement and the relocation. It's a new path. You're going to be, I feel like we're really right there. We're just coming up to the Chinese New Year, which is February 5, I think. And all of the planets going in direct that have been, there have been planets, some that were in retrograde and whatever in a moment here, they're all going to be going direct. So there's forward motion. So I do feel like we're really right on the cusp of this for most of you. And you're going to see some change here pretty soon. You just don't see it right now because the clouds are just blocking it in your way. And then look at this, we get a new beginning here. So we have a new path and we have a new beginning. So the child is a new beginning card. So really just new things. It's just really nice to see when there's been some difficulties. So that's what's going on in the heart of the soulmate. I feel like they themselves they're more aware of this than you are. They may be in the thick of the clouds. It could be that they don't see it either, but if you've started to feel a shift in kind of within you, which I know that I have recently, I felt kind of like a lighter feeling of just more possibility, whatever kinds of things I'm looking at that have felt slow and stagnant and held back or being eaten and taken away in regards to love or in regards to career, work, life path, and all of that. It does feel to me that the energies are beginning to shift, and I do see that that is about to take place here for you or whomever it is really most likely for whoever it is you're connected with, as that is the point of the reading. So if you would like a personal reading from me and have been hesitating to do that because of price, take advantage right now. For the next week or two, I'll be doing this. Make a donation, and whatever you can afford, a smaller donation will have a shorter reading, and unless I get carried away. And then it will be posted publicly. I will send you the link so you'll know it's your reading, but your name will not be in there anywhere, or the name of any other person. And I'll just be completely doing it like like that anybody could listen to. I'm hoping a lot of people can then benefit from the messages. I do find I have more powerful, better, clearer messages come through when I'm reading for someone in specifically, but because we're all facing the same kinds of themes in life, I feel those messages can really benefit more than one person. So thanks so much for participating in that. Look forward to hearing from you soon, and we'll talk to you later.